Alright guys, and welcome to the build of the USS Forrest Sherman. This was a build for me that I wanted to practice weathering and just sort of tin canning before I do it on the USS Kitty Hawk. I don't want to obviously make it permanent, and I'm too far now to strip it of paint if something were to go awry. I don't know if you can hear my voice, but I'm currently sick. I was sick when I was doing this, so please excuse any weird sort of quirks with the model. I wasn't thinking really halfway through. It was all instinctual at times for me. And as you can see right here, we're kind of off the radar, and unfortunately this wasn't as great of a fit as I hoped it would be. A lot of this kit was this way. I know this is a little bit older. I think this came out in 2008, so Trumpeter's not what they were or what they are now, that's for sure. Luckily though, this Tammy orange glue though came in really handy with this kit. I was a little hesitant to buy it because I do think it stinks too much. It smells awful, and it's definitely not good for you. But it's great stuff. And as you see right here, unfortunately there is a little bit of a crack. I don't think it affected the structural integrity too much, but that is there. If you were to do the waterline without the waterline plate, I would definitely be worried about that you could, even with the deck in, that you could push the sides together and crack it. But I don't know, maybe we'll test that. And right here we painted the base color for this tin canning, which was XF53, which later I would do XF77, give it a little bit darker contrast. And then right here you can see the first the tin canning. What I did was took unthinned XF77 and made a squares, horizontal and vertical, sorry. And then I took a real thin down XF19 and sprayed it over so it was a transparent but gray color. And right here we are starting kind of where some of the fit issues took place. This is the forward funnel for the Forrest Sherman, and the way I have it, it's at angles, so they should come together and it should form a perfect right angle. But the problem was the way that they put the sprue, the trees, you know, the way they hold the plastic, it was right in that groove sometime. And you just, if you cut too close, even with a knife, the only way is to sand it really, and I couldn't really sand the way I was breathing at the time, so I just kind of tried to push on the best I could. As you can see right here, there wasn't a great way to do it. The best way would have been to build the island first and then place it in and use the elevated cutout they have for it as a jig to hold in place. And I wanted to build this straight out of the box originally, but the ladders were right there for me to use, and they're pretty good. They're the KA from the Kitty Hawk, and I'm not going to use them on the Kitty Hawk, so I decided to use it for this. The only problem was it has these really small tabs, and the camera unfortunately couldn't pick them up, but they're like, I don't know, half a millimeter if that. And the problem is they're 2D, so you don't have a ton of space to put glue. And you only have 6 of them, and that's it. So moving it was a little hard. As you can see, it starts wobbling and flying around. But we eventually got it glued down without too much super glue residue all over the bottle. This was the island, and it was a pain. I cut tons of it out, but I think it took me an hour or so just to get it lined up. And if you look even today, it is definitely not lined up at all. It's good enough, but if you look close, there's parts that are just like Not even close. But the instructions made it a little confusing where you should place some of it, so reference photos were good for this. But if you're going to do this, I would say build it on the deck where they have the elevated platforms kind of, so you can push the walls up against it. That will make it a lot easier. And back to my idea of lighting, this model would be great because you have just this open area, as you can see right here, and you can just do so much. There's like the little hallways off the side of the main superstructure that you could light up, and you could open a few doors, and it'd be very cool. As you can see that card styrene in there, it's to simulate the walls because you can see in there pretty easily, and otherwise you'd just be stared into an empty void. And for what I could tell, those are corridors of some sort. Not really sure what's in there, but yeah, make sure you fill that up because you can see in there, and it looks fine, but it'll look better if there's a wall there. And right here, we're taking off the mask. I did the same exact thing that I did on the main superstructure. This is XF53 again with a non-thinned down XF19 for horizontal and vertical, the tin canning, and I just decided to use XF53 as the base color for the floor. I thought it would look the most, it should look the closest. With a wash too, it definitely was better than using XF77 or a darker color, in my opinion, at least.
Stop that. Stop that. Stop that. Stop that. I hear him chat to the noise, move too quick, can't stop for the talking. I hear him chat with the boys, man so tough, but mans keep walking. Just too sharp with the prize, white girls let it tell me I'm awesome, yeah. Hot like fire on the pan, if you wanna touch man, please use caution. Cold like 0 degrees, I'm out the cage, gotta let out the beast. Revolutionary, gotta let out the streets. Locked in a cage, I'ma let out the. Wake up, get out the sheets. We came for war, man, forget about peace. You take the west, I'll take on the east. I'ma put them in the cage, never let out the. Yeah. I hear him chat to the noise, move too quick, can't stop for the talking. I hear him chat with the boys, man so tough, but mans keep walking, yeah. Just too sharp with the prize, white girls let it tell me I'm awesome, yeah. Hot like fire on the pan, if you wanna touch man, please use caution. Beg, please get on your knees, came from the jungle, up in the trees. I got a few tricks up in the sleeve. One wrong move, I'ma let out the. Big shoes, check out the crease. Blow like I'm Bigfoot, step on the beat.
Right here, I am using a sponge and reverse tweezers to do some weathering. I wanted to simulate a lot of algae growth. I used cockpit green, I used olive drab, I used hall red, but I just wanted to simulate like it's been in the water for a long time, like it's got some coralline algae buildup, or just your standard leafy like Caulerpa type algae, or just even marine growth, non-algae related, like maybe sponges, whatever have you, just to give it some life and give it some depth. I think some places I did go overboard, but for the most part I think it just adds a little something to it. I know not everybody will like it, but in my case I think it worked for the type of ship I was going for. and so this will be it for recorded me. As you can see, as you will see, sorry, my tripod breaks. Thanks for watching this type of video. Tell me if you like it. This is a little bit easier for me to film in a way. I'm not totally used though to filming a camera when I'm working with small stuff, but hopefully we'll get around there. Also, hopefully I'll film more airbrushing. I wasn't that confident in this technique, so I didn't want to film something that wouldn't work. But yeah, see you guys after this video. Okay guys, so a lot has happened. Some good, some bad. Well, so I was planning to do a video style kind of like Rebels at Cloud9 or Max Afterburner, but my tripod broke. So there's that. So we're just gonna do it this style. So here we have two things assembled. Whoa, come on, let's focus here. There we go. We have the mast assembled. So yeah, got that. We got photo etch. Then we have this thing that holds the mast in place and has another little radar dish. We have that. So we're gonna paint these sky gray and get them on. All right. So we have. Hold on. So we have. Where's my finger? There it is. We have this done. Just still need to paint the top gray and do a little bit of filling. So this is what I want to talk about. I did not paint this sky gray, as you can see. In the photo I'm going to throw up now, you can see that the mast is like a red color, or like more of a pinkish red. I tried replicating it. It doesn't really come out in this light. It comes off gray, but there's like a reddish pinkish hue to it. Need to paint that white in the top gray still, but there's like an interesting hue, and I don't quite get why. But taking a look back, man, it's quite the thing we have going here. So yep, pressing on. Alright, and so we're finally done building the aft superstructure. Just need to paint it XF53, and then we're gonna mask the deck, paint the tin canning, sorry. And yeah, the only thing I did was I built a little bit of an interior here on the main flight control, because I think you're going to be able to see in there just a little bit, and I want to give the illusion that there's something behind there, because you can see through the main bridge and you can tell that's hollow. But what I'm going to do is slip the glass in there once this is painted, and then put a piece of cardstock back there as a backing, and that should be good. So I'll see you when this is painted. So I just wanted to show you how detailed these aircraft hangars are, and it's a shame that you're not going to be able to see them, and kind of why I want to do another one of these, but with lights. I mean, you got the light detail, you got ribbing, you got wires, it's all sorts of cool stuff, and you're just really not going to be able to see it in here. I mean, they're really narrow, and you just don't get a lot of light. And so we have this painted it on. Not a great fit, I have to say. Join right here, join right there. Same on the other side. Part of it's probably my fault, let's be honest here. But still, not a great fit. Got some of these panels painted a different color. I think this one's too close, so I think I'm just going to get rid of it. But, yeah, it's nice to have change in pace in terms of color. As you can see, nothing else really to note. Let me show you the other side. Here. As you can see, that join is much worse, like a lot worse. So we're gonna have to fix that up. But yeah, not looking forward to that. But other than that, it's coming along nicely. Got the back in, so yeah, I mean a little more putty. But yeah, we'll push on. Alright guys, so the paint we needed finally came in. Not really this blue, but the JA gray and the orange came in, as well as these submarines by Bronco Models. They were $4, so I decided to get them. They're, hold on one second. These Trumpeter ones are nice. Yeah, let's see if we can't. There we go. But they don't come with the open door already. So lets you do a little bit more detail in there, which is cool. So yeah, I'm gonna paint these up, as you'll just have to wait to see. Alright guys, so I finally have all the railing on, have some of the other stuff on, like the radar, got one of those 50 cals, not a huge fan of that, a little bit overdone. And then we got this done, and I'm not too, hold on. Alright, and we got this done. And I'm not too happy about the netting, that being, so the netting's supposed to go all the way up to here, but they don't give you enough, and they give you 2 number 6s, which are these guys right here, that don't quite fit, or they don't have a place. So yeah, that's interesting. Also, these are all individual pieces, so that's why it looks kind of wonky, instead of how they do it now, which is just 1 or 3 big pieces, really. So yeah, still working. Next, we're building the helicopter. Gotta touch up a few things like this window. Gotta paint that gray. Gotta get something in there. But yeah, not much left, man. Oh, and then some of those. But yeah. Alright guys, and here's the squadron reveal. It is HSM 73. It's HSM 73. At the time, this would have been HSL 43. Got a little white out there. Just notice it's incredibly hard to see up close. But if you look, got a little touch-up work, obviously, with me, as you know. But got that tiger on there, man. That's pretty cool. And another tiger there. The door open, and if you look, oops, oh no. Alright, and if you look on the other side, the other tiger got a little screwed up, but that's okay. And then, yeah. Got some more tiger. I don't know how all that white paint got on there, for being honest, but it did. And then, it's really hard to show you here. Maybe I can adjust my lighting. Here. Yep, and there's the tiger. So, yeah, that's about it. Need to do a wash, need to glue it down, but, oh, yeah, actually, sorry. Also, got some of the rigging done. Not all of it. We're going to do the back one, and then a few more that go up to support the main flag. But yeah, we're getting close. Okay, guys, and here we are finally. As you, the key observer will notice that is a different color, different everything. Got rid of the red panels. That was not intentional. I went to give this a flat coat, and basically the flat coat just ate away at the paint for whatever reason. I'm not sure what happened there. Probably my fault. It was like 40 or 50 when I was spraying in there, so that might have been a little too cold. But I don't know. Anyway, so I had to redo it. I like this one a little bit better. It's a little more extreme, like too extreme, but I'm a fan of it. So finally got all the rigging done. I'll throw up a photo of them now. It says, you know, actually, if you can tell me what this says, bonus points to you. But I'll tell you, it reads this way, and then it reads that way. I was sick when I made that. When I came up with this, I don't know why it should go like this and then read down that way, but it doesn't. Once again, I was just sick. I've been sick this whole time. Anyway, so yeah, this was a fun build overall. I only have a few minutes here, so I want to hurry up. It was a fun build. Couple fit issues were a problem, right? Installing the main superstructure, just, I don't know, for whatever reason, didn't fit really well. The instructions were good for the most part, a little bit confusing here and there with certain things. But yeah, one thing that I found interesting when I was researching this build was that there's a painting of a griffin with a bomb on the side of the gun on both sides, so I decided to do it. It's a little darker than it would be in real life, but sorry, But yeah, I like it. I tried rust streaking, as you can see here. This is my first time. It's okay. Right up here, I thought it turned out the best. Like right here, it's a little bit like too extreme for my liking. As you can see, there's some blemishes here and there, but yeah, I kind of got sick of it at the end. And you see right there too that there's just, I don't know. The tin canning does show up pretty well though, luckily. But yeah, what else do I have to say really? Not much, luckily for you guys, but the helicopter finally, I did want to show off that Battle Cat. The Tiger is facing this way. It's supposed to be facing that way. I screwed up. I thought this was kind of like its back and it's turning its head towards you, but it's not. As you can see right there, that's kind of the after effect of what the clear coat did. See, it kind of like, I don't know, pebbled it a little bit more. There is an interior in there. Not much for it. I'll throw up a picture of it. I tried just putting enough in there that gives the illusion of something being in there. But yeah, man, really enjoyed this build. It's pretty big. It's pretty great. What else do I have to say, man? Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.